today. We're going to talk about why did Yahweh, the God of the Bible, call the Egyptians my people. He referred to the ancient Egyptians as my people. Why would Yahweh? Why would Yahweh say something like that? We got to get down to the bottom of this. Did y'all forget to edit something out of the book? Did y'all forget to edit something out of the Bible that y'all should have, and now it's coming back and to haunt you, and people's just saying, well. You done stole the houses of the Canaanites. You done stole their property. You done stole their language. You done stole their land. You done stole their birthright. You done stole the identity of the true chosen. And not Yahweh. Yahweh became a name to hide the true living God, Amen Ra. That's all that is. And y'all been stealing so much, y'all forgot to edit some things out. That's what happened to you. Yeah. We on top of y'all today. You see? And so we got to ask and now we just got on Ephraim. And let me drop some degrees so I can distance myself for anybody out there. You see what I'm saying? Y'all is not on my level, and I want y'all to know that. You know, you're not on my level. Okay. So I just want y'all to know that. Anyway, now, let me tell y'all something, because we just dealt with Ephraim. And let me tell you who Ephraim, because there's a manifestation in Greek mythology and very similar circumstances linguistically to denote blackness, okay? To denote blackness, coming out of Kemet. And that's Epaphras. You see Ephraim and Epaphras. Who is Epaphras? Epaphras is one of the sons of Zeus, and one of the goddesses, Io. Yeah, Zeus and Io. Okay, now let me drop this science on y'all. Epaphras, if y'all not familiar with Epaphras, he is supposedly that he is considered the king of Egypt and Ethiopia and the ancestor of the dark-skinned Ethiopians and black Libyans. This is Epaphras, and you spell his name Epaphus. Epaphras. Okay, this is in Greek mythology. So that right there lets you know that they considered the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, and the Libyans to be black. But you can see what am I saying? I'm losing my concept. When you do the linguistic similarities between Epaphras and Ephraim, okay? Ephraim and Epaphras, Epaphus. Okay, so we see the root in there of blackness dealing with both of them. Okay, dealing with both of them. And so just to be clear that we know what this is. We know that there's more than one chamber that we can send this information through to verify that it coming up out of the Nile Valley, that it coming up out of the Mother Cush, the great daughter Kemet. We know what's going on here. And so now let's deal with why would Yahweh call the Egyptians my people? Because first and foremost, Ephraim was considered to be the firstborn. He claimed the birthright along with his Manasseh. Let me keep saying Manasseh, along with his brother Ephraim and Manasseh. they inherited the first inheritance for the oldest son. Reuben, it was filed, and he lost his inheritance. And that inheritance was given unto Joseph. And Joseph's two sons split that inheritance, Ephraim and Manasseh. They split that inheritance, you see, and became the most powerful tribe in all the 12 tribes, even more powerful than Judah. Judah later on became the more powerful tribe, but Ephraim in the very beginning was the most powerful tribe. And you see that Joshua, who come out of the tribe of Ephraim, led the Israelites into into Canaan. So he was initiated. So you can see the underlining, like this is a rogue priesthood. Really. This is a rogue Egyptian priesthood. And I don't know whether it was under Akhenaten. You see, though, I don't know if it was under Akhenaten, that they had to get up out of there because they in there tampering with things that they had no business tampering with. That's what they did. That's exactly what they did. You see what I'm saying? That's exactly what they did. That's why the 25th dynasty coming up out of Kush had to come back and plug them back into the original root, because they out here doing some crazy stuff, in initiating things into the social structure that they should not have been, tampering with. Okay, bringing in foreign gods, bringing in foreign women, bringing in foreign ideas. That's what happened. And so the family got on them horses and ran them up out of there. Okay, and so they went it, but nevertheless, they still had a hierarchy above and beyond all the vagabonds. And so when you talk about the average, see, Ephraim and Manasseh, they was in the royal court like Moses. They was in the royal court like Moses. See what I'm saying? Their grandfather was a priest of On. For anybody out there, it's right there in the Bible. Okay? And for anybody out there, talking about, I'm just going to say this. My teachers were the greatest. My teachers initiated Egyptian studies into the Western world. Lay low, bow down. You feel what I'm saying? Bow down out there. You feel me? Y'all ain't on this level. Y'all, you understand? You're on the 1 degree. You see, we 360 and beyond over here. You feel what I'm saying? Lay low. You feel me? And so Ephraim and Manasseh was in the royal court. They was in the solar religion. Also, you see, they had to be. You see, that was by law. Joseph ain't run nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? He fell in line just like, he ain't messing with no religions or nothing. Them boys went to school just like everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Got to learn how to read and write. And so when they came up out of Egypt, the rest of them tribes was still goat herders. You see, they didn't have no education. You see what I'm saying? They didn't have no education. But Ephraim and Manasseh had been trained in the mystery system. So the tribe of Ephraim had, because just like an elite family, they passed that knowledge down amongst their people. And so that's how the tribe, and when you talk about the Ark of Covenant, motherfuckers out there talking, you see what I'm saying? The Ark come out of Egypt. When you go into the Holy of Holies, in all the temples, there will be an ark. You see the Ark of Heru. I've seen the Ark of Heru at the Temple of Edfu. In Karnak would have been in the Holy of Holies, is empty now but the altar is still there, dead center of Karnak. You see what I'm saying? There would be an ark of Ammon in that one, and then down the road at the temple of Mut would have been the ark of Mut. You see, and at the Opet festival, OPET festival, which was the greatest festival in all of ancient Egypt, the ark of Mut would be sailed down the Nile to the temple of Karnak, and they would bring the two arks together, the Chios of Ta'arka. See, I'm gonna show you that you ain't on my level out there. Somebody out there saying, I just want to show you. You see, and bring the two arks to the Chios of Ta'arka for the greatest festival. It was the love of Ammon and Mut, the black man and the black god, the black god and the black goddess, the greatest festival of all of ancient Egypt. So this is where the ark come from. You see what I'm saying? So because this is an Egyptian culture, Cushite culture, when they went out into the desert, they were leaders. They were the leaders. They were trained in military. You see what I'm saying? When you got to be trained in military. Okay, so we're talking about the 18th dynasty. We're talking about the Amenhoteps. We're talking about Amos. We're talking about the Tutmos. You see, we're talking about all the great generals and kings of the 18th dynasty that was already out there. So that's where, if they got any education on military, that's why they put Joshua as the head. Because Moses, this is esoterical knowledge now. This is esoterical knowledge. I don't want you to take this, but when you peel back they showing you that this is what's going on. So literally, their bloodline is traced back into Egypt. Period. That's what it's boiled down to. That everything, and once you peel off all, because it's like, when you peel it off, and when you get a fruit, you take the peel off. This is the peel, but what's left is the juice. And the juice is ancient Egypt. That's what it is. Okay? And so, my people. Now, where is that? Where is that? What verse was that? What verse was that? So, black again. Why Yahweh saying my people? Let's get to this. Where is that at? I should have that right there. I'm about to put it right in there. There you go. Isaiah 19. Did y'all put it in there? Isaiah 19:25. You see, my people. The saying, my people, Egypt, my people, Assyria, my handiwork, and Israel, my inheritance, are blessed. You see, my Egypt, my people. Okay? Egypt, my people. Why is Yahweh saying? Because, see, they slipping up. They not editing everything. You see, they didn't. Yeah. Isaiah 19:25. God refers to Egypt as my people. Okay? Alongside Assyria, the work of my hands, Assyria being Cushite, coming under Nimrod, and Israel, which really is Canaan, my inheritance. That's all it is. You slipped up. You didn't edit that out. You didn't edit that out. And so it's going back again, showing that the root of everything that they talking about in this book is of the Egyptian Cushite bloodline. Okay, go do your research. We not going nowhere. Hold on, let me drop this in here. Let me drop this link in here. Stay with me, Ray. I'm in the house, man. You know, I'm going live. You know, I'll be hitting that live button now. So when it ain't gonna be no, you know what I'm saying? Like I set it up. I just hit that button and it's like, boom, live. You feel me? And I'm gonna be going for a minute. So stay tuned. All right, I got that link in there. I appreciate y'all, family. Support the general over at Patreon. And hey, I'm gonna be on Sarah in a minute. I'm going on Sarah soon. Set a YouTube page. Meet me over there. All right, family. Black Pop.